Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for clicking on today's video. This is my Sophie Turner inspired makeup tutorial. I am trying to recreate the look that she wore at the 2017 Met Gala. She looks absolutely gorgeous with her slicked back blonde hair and super glittery eye makeup look. So that's kind of what I wanted to recreate here. Really quick before we get into the makeup tutorial, if you aren't already, make sure to follow me on all of my social media. I have that all listed right here for you guys, so you guys can go and follow me on my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I'm always posting to those, so make sure to head over there and give me a follow on my social media platforms. Also, if you guys haven't checked it out already, make sure to head over to my website, which is right here. It's just shaunaemily.com, where I post blog posts on all things beauty, fashion, lifestyle, travel, and all that good stuff. So if you guys wanted to see how I recreated Sophie Turner's Met Gala 2017 makeup look, then let's go. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is prime my face. And the primer I'm using is a newfound love of mine, and it is the Tarte Poreless Mattifying Primer. And so I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of that onto my fingers and then just apply that to the center of my face, focusing in the T-zone area and the chin, basically where all of the biggest pores are. For foundation, I'm going to be using another new product of mine that I am kind of testing out right now, and this is the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. In this photo, Sophie is very fair, and this is a fair colored foundation that I have for myself, so I'm going to go ahead and use that just with my usual Real Techniques buffing brush just to buff it all in, because I didn't bother getting the brush that's supposed to go along with this foundation. So I'm just going to give it a good shake. I'm just going to lean my head back and just go like that. And then just start buffing that in really lightly. Okay, so I just finished covering the right side of my face with the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation, and you can see how much lighter it makes my skin tone on my face, but it does match my neck and my chest. So I do have quite a bit of redness on my face at the moment, so this foundation did a really good job of just evening it out. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue that on to the other side of my face. Next up, I'm going to conceal, and I'm using my Motives Cosmetics Color Perfecting Quad in the color Light. And I'm just going to open it up and use this lightest color here just with my ring fingers to brighten up underneath my eyes. And I'm also going to use the exact same color just to highlight some of the high points of my face. So like the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, a little on my chin, and we'll do a bit on my forehead here. To set that, I'm going to dip into my NYX HD Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder, which I am in love with. This is a longtime favorite of mine. And I'm going to use the Real Techniques contour brush to apply that everywhere that I applied the Motives Cosmetics concealer. Okay, so now that I am as white as a ghost, I'm going to start bringing some color into my face. I'm going to begin contouring using the Contour Stick in Light from the Tanya Burr Cosmetics collection. And this is just a twist up contour stick, cream contour. Now, Sophie doesn't have a lot of contour or even bronzer in this makeup look. She is quite just pale and very like porcelain like, so I don't want to go too overboard. Like I don't want to contour how I usually would. So let's just go really lightly here in the hollows of my cheekbones. I'll go a little bit along the jawline because she does have quite a chiseled and defined jawline, and then we'll just go lightly up here. And afterwards I am going to contour my nose because her nose is quite contoured. So for the brush, I'm using this one here from Illuminate Cosmetics. This is a BH Cosmetics brush, and I believe it's the number 4 brush, but it's all worn off. I will link this brush set that this brush comes in down below in the description box for anyone wondering, but it is just their angled contour brush. I'm going to bring it up into my temples a little. And make sure just to blend this up into my hairline, just so that it is all blended out seamlessly. And just with the same brush, I'm going to do some powder contouring lightly over top. I'm using this here. This is MAC Harmony, which is technically a blush, but it is the perfect color for contouring. So I'm just lightly going in, tapping it off, and going over top of where we applied the cream contour just to kind of set it as well. So that is it for contouring. I don't look so sickly and pale anymore. I am just going to quickly contour my nose, like I said. So I'm going to go back with the Tawny Bird contour stick and just lightly draw some lines here. I'm just going to use my finger to blend that out. For my eyebrows, I'm going to be filling them in with a powder, and I am using MAC's Charcoal Brown eyeshadow powder for that with my Mikasa Beauty E100 angled brush. I'm just going to quickly brush my brows through with this spoolie brush. Seeing as Sophie was blonde when she was at the Met Gala in 2017, she doesn't have a red tinge to her eyebrows like she does when she has her red hair. So that's why I'm going in with this brown color, because her brows are quite dark in this makeup look. Okay, so those are the brows done. I guess next I'm just going to start the eye makeup. Now in this makeup look, Sophie has really glittery eyes with a nice black liner with just a simple tiny wing on it. So for the eye makeup, I am going to be using my Tarte Tartelette In Bloom eyeshadow palette, and I'm just going to be using a couple of the colors in this one. I'm going to start with my transition color as Smarty Pants, which is just this color right here. And what brush? I'm going to be using this big fluffy blending brush, which is also worn off from the Illuminate Cosmetics line from BH Cosmetics. This eyeshadow shape is a bit winged out, but not overly. And it is super blown out and kind of smoky in the crease and out from there. Just on this same brush, I'm going to go in with the next color I'm using, and that's called Jet Setter, which is just this other matte shade right here, right up top of what we just used, Smarty Pants. So yeah, Jet Setter right here. And just kind of going over top of what we just did, but being a little bit more precise and in the crease. She does kind of have more of a focus on the outer V here, darken it up a bit, and then just pull it through the crease to the center of your eye a bit. Next up, I'm just taking this clean, fluffy blending brush. This is by Still Spa Essentials, and this is their, it's also worn off, but it is the number 006 brush. It's just a fluffy blending brush with shorter bristles than the one we just used, and I'm just using that to blend out the edges here. For the glitter color that Sophie has on her eyelids, I'm going to be going into this eyeshadow I have here from Mary Kay. It is the color Granite, and it is a mineral eye color. So it is super glittery, but it is like a silver, well, granite kind of color, and it just fell out of the thingy. So I'm using that with a Mikasa Beauty E230 brush. This is their flat shader brush. So let's just pick some of this up and go right on in, right onto the lid. lastly, I'm going to go into my Fenty Beauty. This is the Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighting Duo, and I'm going to be taking the extra highlighty glittery color called Fire Crystal just on my finger again, and just kind of going on the center of my eyelid. So let's go ahead and do the liquid liner. I'm using the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D, of course, as I always do. It is my favorite. Now, like I said, she does have the wing on it, but it is very tiny, so we're not going to go overboard with the liner here. And then we're just going to wing it out a tiny bit. Oops. I'm just going to quickly curl my lashes with my Revlon eyelash curlers. I'm going to go in with this mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes Mascara. It has a really nice brush silicone bristles that help to separate my lashes. And then over top of that, I'm also going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Sculpt Mascara just on the outer corners, because it doesn't look like Sophie's wearing any false lashes in this look, but the outer corner lashes of hers are quite thick and almost clumpy looking. There we go. So I'm going to start with the under eye shadow now, just going back into my Tartelette in Bloom palette. Picking up that big fluffy brush again and taking the Jet Setter color, which is this second color we used, just on the tip of the brush and going in underneath the lash. And trying to just kind of connect it up to the eyeshadow up top here on the outer corner. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly apply some eyeliner to my tight line and my waterline. This is the Urban Decay 24-Hour Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversion, which is their black color. And then on the lower lash line, kind of focusing on the outer corner and then a little bit all the way in. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply Voluminous Million Lashes mascara to my bottom lashes. Let's just quickly finish off the face here. Blush. For blush, I'm using this one by Tarte. This is one of their Amazonian Clay 12-Hour blushes in the color Party, just on my Lacoste Beauty F111 blush brush, and just kind of lightly going over my cheeks. Sophie doesn't have a very bright colored blush on her cheeks in this makeup look. It's just very natural looking, so that's why I chose this color, just to give more of like a natural flush. This is what the blush looks like, by the way. Just going back into the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter palette, taking that same color, Fire Crystal, doing my inner corners and my brow bone, because she is super shiny around the eyes, like super glittery. Just going in with my SL Miss Glam L36 highlighting brush and just taking this on my cheekbones, kind of connecting it up with my brow highlight, and a little bit more on the tip of my nose. Lastly, I am going to do my lips, and the lipstick I'm using is another MAC product. This is their Pink Plaid lipstick in the matte finish, because Sophie has a really nice light pink glossy lip. I know this is matte, but I have a gloss to go on afterwards. You can use any kind of clear gloss, because this color is perfect for what Sophie has on her lips. But I have this one here. This is just a clear lip gloss that I have from La Senza. It's the only clear one I have, so I'm just going to quickly go ahead and apply that just to give the glossy effect. So there we go. This is the finished makeup look. I really like how it turned out. If you liked this type of celebrity inspired makeup tutorial, then make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know you did enjoy it, and then that way I can keep recreating celebrity makeup looks like this. And if you decide to recreate this makeup look, make sure to tag me in your photos on social media. I would love to see how you guys recreated this makeup look as well. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button down below, and also my little bell notification button so you get notified every time I put up a new video, which is weekly on Wednesdays. Make sure that you're following me on all of my social media platforms. And I think that that is it for this week's video, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in next week's video.